In April 2023, a family would call in to the Las Vegas Police Department to report strange goings-on within their backyard.
This might sound like a really dumb question, but did you guys see anything fall out of the sky?
There's like an 8-foot person beside it, and another one's inside, and it has big eyes and looking at us, and it's still there.
Okay, where is this on your property?
In my backyard. I swear to God, this is not a joke. This is actually, we're terrified of it.
So there's two people or two subjects that are in your backyard?
Correct, and they're very large. They're like 8 foot, 9 feet, 10 foot. I don't know. They look like aliens to us. Big eyes. They have big eyes, like I can't explain it. And big mouth. They're shiny eyes, and they're not human. They're 100% they're not human.
However, although it would later be claimed as a false alarm, no video footage from the officers' body cams was ever released to the public, under the premise of protecting the family's privacy, regardless of the countless interviews they would give to the media. Interestingly, the brief amount of footage taken at the incident that was released was looked at by a number of professional forensic photographic examiners, with them astonishingly coming to the conclusion that for a brief moment, an enormous creature can be seen, or rather partly seen entering the frame. Although seemingly cloaked, it is indeed described by these examiners as of significant height. Even more curiouser on New Year's night, 2024, another strange, yet uncannily similar streak of green light would be seen crossing the skies of Miami.
Oh, hell no! What the fuck is happening, bro? Hey, we out of this hole! We out of this hole! We out of this hole!
Soon after, an enormous police presence would descend upon Bayside Marketplace. Although they would later claim to have all been called to a teenage brawl, it would soon be circulating across the web that their purpose for being on the scene far more extraordinary. Footage taken from a member of the public would soon surface purporting to briefly show an alien creature of some 2 meters tall, which had somehow appeared along the Miami Bay. With such a large police presence at the scene, and with numerous people now coming forward to testify that something did indeed happen that night, something of extraterrestrial origin, one has to wonder, are these beings crashing on the planet? Have the militaries of Earth created technology capable of bringing these craft down? And indeed, do these creatures have some form of ability to cloak? With sightings such as that of the tree being literally destroyed in South Carolina,
that's bigger than me. Look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. What in Jesus' name is doing this? Oh my God, he just took half the tree down. I don't even think a bear would have a chance in Hades, and they're doing this.
with countless other witnesses to these same strange events. Encounters with strange beings with seeming transparent camouflage date back many decades, perhaps even centuries, coming to be known as that of the Glimmer Man.
Do you see that? Over there, look, over there. Do you see that?
What the hell?
A creature which, just like that of the technology depicted within the blockbuster Predator, somehow has the ability to bend light around their form, making them almost impossible to see unless in motion. Could this not only be evidence of enormous creatures seemingly able to cloak themselves, but could we be witnessing multidimensional beings? There are many strange creatures rumored to still be lurking in dark corners across our world. From vampires to Mothman, to the Skinwalker to the Slender Man, There is no shortage of scary, bizarre, and elusive cryptids. Yet there are those particular few, witnessed on so many occasions and seemingly purely by accident. There must be something to the rumors, like that of the ever so creepy hide behind. These animals too seeming to have some form of advanced camouflage, indeed, able to literally vanish from our dimensional plane. When it comes to cryptids and the attached evidence to suggest their possible existence, there is none that come even close to that of Bigfoot, an intelligent, elusive bipedal ape, which has left hair samples, scat samples, video evidence, and of course the countless tracks recovered and recorded through the years.
Was on that sightseeing train between Durango and Silverton. They were trying to spot elk when they saw this creature that they could only describe as Bigfoot, 6-7 feet tall, they say, camouflaged. Now, okay, I mean, if you really look closely, I don't know what else to describe it as. Look.
That is crazy.
Right?
How does such an animal, which seemingly leaves so many clues of its existence never caught? Some bonus material surrounds a recent release of footage that, for decades, people have been heavily debating the validity of. That being, of course, the most recognizable of all Bigfoot sightings, that of the Patterson footage. With the main and strongest argument in support of its validity, even at the time, the quality of the sighting and the details and characteristics captured upon this 16mm Cine Kodak film. And thanks to a modern enhancement and stabilization, it only looks even more legitimate. Are all of these multidimensional creatures? Could military agencies not only be aware of the capabilities of these creatures, but capturing and examining them? Alas, something they would never admit to. If anything, would put in concerted effort to continue to conceal such zoological and possibly extraterrestrial discoveries from seeing the light of day. Could the truth regarding not only what these creatures are, but where they originate from and dwell within, be far stranger, far more incredible than any of us could have previously imagined? Where are the aliens from Vegas and Miami? Why can't we see what is in the tree in South Carolina, or in the brief clip in Las Vegas? Why do reports of these strange creatures continue to surface and seemingly becoming more frequent? What happened on that night in Las Vegas? What streaked across the sky? What did the family see? What happened in Miami? Are these events connected? How are these creatures seemingly able to vanish into thin air, or indeed seemingly able to evade being seen? These are all questions which I find highly compelling. A strange structure has appeared within Area 51. It has puzzled many, but I think I may have figured out what it is.
Just released, apparently by accident, the Project Aqua stuff. Did you see this?
No. What's that?
This is crazy.
Yeah, I guess we're rolling.
Are we rolling?
Recently, Tucker Carlson, whilst on the Joe Rogan Experience, let slip about a secret program which once existed within the United States military, and indeed perhaps much higher. Called Project Aqua, it is now a declassified project which focused on the best courses of action for differing events which may occur in the future, in particular hypothetical UFO crashes and encounters. Apparently, the program was decommissioned due to a lack of any events occurring during its lifetime. Not only do I find it very unlikely that no strange anomalies, no strange reports, or indeed no strange objects were reported, witnessed, or found crashed during the number of years it was active. On the contrary, I suspect there is indeed another possible motive for ending such a program with apparently no results. Many believe that alien disclosure is either being prevented or delayed due to the affect it would have on global belief systems. It would also raise far more questions than answers if a project seemingly declassified was involved in the retrieval, and indeed, the reverse engineering that the project intended to undertake was disclosed to the general population. It is far more likely that this program, due to the incredible secrecy surrounding these events, a program such as Project Aqua could indeed have been cover for another project, a black project, one that did retrieve these alien craft, even the extraterrestrial pilots. And there is one place above all else that over the decades countless individual whistleblowers have come forward to say, Does indeed house, build, fly these craft, even communicate with these entities? It is, of course, Area 51. We have in the past covered the enigmatic dialogue made by none other than Buzz Aldrin whilst on mainstream media.
We should go boldly where man has not gone before. Fly by the comets, visit asteroids, visit the moon of Mars. There's a monolith there, a very unusual structure on this little potato-shaped object that goes around Mars once in 7 hours. When people find out about that, they're going to say, who put that there? Who put that there?
Not only hinting at another intelligence outside of our planet, but seemingly confessed to knowing of a monolith on one of Mars' moons, with Mars long rumored to have once been a moon itself. A moon for a planet which many believe is now nothing more than our solar system's asteroid belt. This planet long said in these legends to have been home to an alien civilization, one that won a war against an artificial intelligence they had created, yet by doing so, lost their entire planet in the process. This could explain why there is possible evidence of ancient activity on Mars, and why one would place such a monolith, perhaps the story of this civilization's past, on a sub-satellite. On another moon, a moon of Mars, perhaps is the ultimate clue. And as soon as one laid eyes on this newly erected structure within the base, I instantly recognized it as the exact same shape as the monolith on Phobos. And without any logical explanation for why one would require such a strange building on such a base, not to mention the pyramids that have long been known to exist there too. Could this structure be a replica of the anomaly on Phobos? Could it possibly be inscribed with the same message? Or could it have a more significant meaning, or indeed purpose? Could it be a beacon for something which is not of this world? What is hidden in this place? What are they hiding? Have they indeed built technology of an alien origin? It would seem as time goes on, not only does this place get stranger, but our reality as a whole. It is an anomaly which we find highly compelling.